Happy 4th of July. I am bringing you guys along with my family just a little bit today. All right, you guys, good morning, and again, happy 4th of July. So I am starting off today with a hopefully vlog style video. I figured it's been a little while, so I would bring you guys along with our day. It is already about 10 a.m. so we've been up for a little while. We actually already had a parade go through our neighborhood, so we watched that. I didn't film that for privacy reasons, and now I am about to edit the grocery haul that needs to go up today. So I just filmed the intro and the outro real quick, and I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of how I edit, because I feel like the grocery hauls are the easiest because there's no music that I add or like speeding up and b-roll footage or anything like that. It's just me basically talking about my groceries. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about that, because here lately I've gotten a lot of questions about what editing program I use. So I'm going to show you guys that while I'm editing. All of the kids are basically on electronics as well. Rose is in here with me in the office playing Roblox. Pearl is watching music videos on YouTube on the TV in the living room. And Bryce is playing Minecraft up in his room on his PlayStation. And then my oldest is still asleep. So I typically wake her up about 10 a.m. if she's not awake yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and start editing. I'll let her sleep in a little bit, or she'll wake up on her own. And then Mark is outside mowing because our grass is out of control. So we have a little bit of a busy morning, but let's go ahead and start editing this grocery haul so I can share that with you guys. All right, guys, for some reason, the footage that I originally filmed sharing the beginning of me editing completely was not usable. So the program that I use is Adobe Premiere Elements 14. It is an older version. They do have newer versions out there. I'm just so used to this one, and I know exactly where everything is and how I like to do it, that I just stick with this one. And I think it was about $100. I'll try to find it and list it down below for you, but it's super easy. I just input all my files. They have a quick version and an expert, and I go back and forth between the two just because sometimes in expert there's a lot of dragging and dropping into specific places, and in the quick it's just like the word, it's quick and easy to add in like transitions and things like that. So this is kind of what the screen looks like when I'm editing. And when I'm editing, all I do is I let it play through, and while I'm listening to it, I will delete certain clips or certain words that I find myself saying a lot of. The top three being so, and all right. Those are just big words in my vocabulary, I guess. I say them all the time, but I just let it run through, edit where I need to, and then I'm gonna give you guys a few tips here and there for what's helped me in the editing process. I also go back to quick when I'm adding a transition, just because there's a lot of extra steps if you're in the expert. So I'll go over here whenever I'm talking, and then I go into the grocery haul. Instead of it just being like a hard cut and into the grocery, I like to add a transition. So I typically use this cross dissolve, and then I'll go back to expert, and then I will show you guys what that looks like. Here's the meal plan. Okay, to see it kind of dissolved into it instead of a hard cut. All right, guys, so I am still editing. I'm only gonna share like little bits and stuff like that of this. If I don't know if you'd like to see a more in-depth video or not, but I also, just a little tip, something that's worked for me. When I'm editing, I always have paper and a pen, so I try to remember if I talk about certain videos, I will add an iCard when I'm talking about it. So what an iCard is, if you're new to YouTube and you don't have a channel, they are little videos that pop up on the top of your screen for you to either watch later. You can always press the top of your screen and it'll show all the iCards that I add to the videos. And that way, after the video is over, you can go back and watch videos if you hadn't already seen them on videos that I had talked about, or videos that I think you would want to watch or that kind of go with the video that I'm sharing. Typically in a grocery haul, I share a lot of other haul videos, because if somebody's clicking on a haul video, that's typically the videos that they'd like to watch, so I always add other videos for them. So right now, in this grocery haul, I am talking about Nicole's granola bar recipe that she shared last week, I think. And then she texted me and said, hey, I just shared a video and these granola bars are vegan, and I think Paige would really like them. So I was like, yes, thank you. So I bought stuff to make her granola bar, so I'm going to add her video in the iCards for those of you who are interested in seeing that. And then I'm also gonna add it in the description, but so I don't forget to do that, I make myself a note, because sometimes I talk about several things and I won't remember by the time I'm done editing and it's saved and I'm actually in the back end on YouTube and doing all the back end information. So I'm gonna make myself a little note. I can look at the time so I know what time I wanna add the iCard, so 6 minutes and 14 seconds. And I'm just gonna write Nicole's bars, and that'll let me know. And I'm also going to add link, and that lets me know that I want to add it in the description box as well, not just as an iCard. So that's just something I do to keep me on track, and that way it helps you guys out and you don't have to ask me for specific videos if I had mentioned them, if that makes sense. So just a little note for something that's worked for me. Thought I'd share with you guys before I edit a little bit more. Mark mowing the grass. I think we're about to hire somebody that way, because we're definitely not good at upkeeping our yard. So I think we're gonna hire somebody to come do it once a week for us. All right, hopefully with Rose playing Roblox and Mark mowing out there, you guys can hear me. So I'm at the end of my video, and I wanted to share, I also get questions on how I do my end slate. So I like to have my video running while, let me go over here, while this stuff is showing, so it's not just like I'm done talking and then it's just music and showing this. I like the video to end all together. So I have my end slate here. Let me delete this extra footage. So all I do is I bring this up to the top. I move my end slate over. I make sure my end slate is the same amount of time as when I'm talking. And then I just make this portion smaller to fit in here. I'll probably edit that just a little bit more, but just to make it faster. And there you go. So my end slate and me still talking. All right, so I am done. Now I'm going to export my video, which just saves it, puts it all together. I'm gonna save that. And while that is saving, I am going to work on my thumbnail, which I typically, I was looking at something there, which I always use PicMonkey. And I actually pay, I think you can use PicMonkey for free. I'm really not sure, because I pay for it, and that way it saves all my photos just in case I want to recreate them or use them for something else. So I have, like, seriously, I save all my photos. They're all in here, the unedited ones, all the pictures of food and stuff, and then my actual finished thumbnails. Everything is on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload the 3 pictures that I saved that I am going to look at for this grocery haul thumbnail. All right, so this is the picture that I originally saved, that I like planned for. I actually smiled into the camera. I'm not liking that one so much. I definitely like just getting my raw and unplanned pictures. I just feel like, I don't know, it just looks better, you know? It doesn't look as like forced. Not like I'm smiling, I'm being forced to smile, but you guys know what I mean. So I'm gonna use this one. That just looks like me, to me. And I am gonna let you guys know that I do fix it up just a little bit. So I'm going to brighten it up, because some areas of my house it's pretty dark. I am going to make it look more real though, not so bright in your face. Then I'm also going to increase the saturation so the colors are darker, not too dark. I don't want to look orange. And then I have, let me just show you guys. So this is a picture of myself. They're actually not that bad, but I always, and I'm looking in the viewfinder, like I need to, you guys let me know if there's an eye product out there. I feel like I have used so many different products and nothing, but I have permanent bags, or not bags, but dark circles under my eyes, and I don't use foundation. I don't like foundation. I think it's too thick, too heavy. I just use a BB cream. But if you guys have any suggestions on how to, like, look at, oh, that's really, I feel like I got plenty of sleep last night too, but they're super dark right now, or maybe it's just because I'm focusing on them, but I always airbrush those out on, I mean, not during the video, I can't do that, but on the thumbnail, I like to put my best face forward. So I brighten my eyes and I use an airbrush to kind of highlight or, you know, put like a skin tone over those dark circles just to make them a little less dark. So, like I said, here's the before. Let me get this airbrush. And actually, let me make that circle a little bit bigger. And I just take it, I mean, it only does it a little bit. Not too much, but it does make it look flatter. Sometimes if I'm looking really freckly, like look at all my freckles. I take after my mom. My mom's definitely full of freckles, but I have a few on my face, so I kind of take the airbrush and just smooth out the freckles. And there you go. So that's that. And then I also brighten my eyes for the thumbnail. So it just brightens it up, makes it look better on the thumbnail. All right, and that's the after. So not too many differences, but just enough to make certain areas of the thumbnail pop a little bit. I did not get the best picture of the table. I've been trying not to talk so much in my grocery hauls, so they're shorter, but if you guys have been with me for a while, you know I like to chat with y'all. So I was trying to hurry up with this grocery haul, and I didn't get a whole overview of the table. All of it shows a little bit down here, so I'll probably add a logo down here to cover it up, but I'm gonna do the same thing. First off, I have to change the size to make sure it is thumbnail size, which if you guys did not know, that's 1280 by 720. That's the size of a thumbnail on YouTube. So if you're creating your own thumbnail, you wanna make sure your picture is that size so it fits correctly. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna mess with the colors just a little bit. I'm gonna brighten it up. I don't have a rhyme or reason. I just mess with it until it, like, that's way too bright. Yeah, see, this is not the best thumbnail because this was delivered at night. It's dark. The lighting's not good in that room, so I'm glad that this is going in the background. So that's how the food's gonna look. But then I add my picture on top. So I'm gonna add a graphic. I'm gonna add my own from my hub because I already edited my face. And I'm putting that on top of the groceries, but I need to erase everything around me so it's just my face. So I'm gonna take off the background when I was filming. So I just kind of, again, just no rhyme or reason, I just go around slowly so I don't erase too much of my skin. And then as you can see, as I'm erasing, you can see the groceries show up in the background. So that's just kind of what I do for my thumbnail. Again, the grocery hauls are the easiest because I'm not messing with a whole bunch of different photos. Like if I'm sharing more than one recipe, it's kind of hard. I have to edit each photo individually and then put them together and make sure they're not like too stretched out. I have several thumbnails that are just awful because I was just in a rush. But the more time I have to spend, the better the thumbnails turn out, that's for sure. But the grocery haul ones are super easy because I just kind of do what I always do. I get a picture of the table, I get a picture of myself, I put myself on top of the table like this over the groceries, and then I will add some kind of text saying like weekly grocery haul, or I'll put in the amount. Like for this week it was 180-ish, or I will put the store that it's from, which this week it was Amazon Fresh. So because I have this blank space right here, I think I'm gonna try to find a logo for Amazon Fresh and put that there. And then I'll probably add a text block that says like $180 weekly grocery haul or something like that. All right, so here's what my grocery haul, well, thumbnail looks like. And the last thing that I do is down here on PicMonkey. So right now it's showing me in full screen, but this is not how you see it on YouTube. So to make sure that you can still read your words and all of that, I make it smaller and smaller, and see if I need to mess with the colors or anything like that. I can still see that pretty well. I typically use white. I feel like that pops and I can still see that that says Amazon. I can't see the fresh that well, but I know that it's some kind of Amazon related grocery haul, so I am okay with that. And then I will just save it and then put it on my computer for when I'm editing or when I'm uploading it to YouTube. Alright, so I am done with the editing. Now it's all about the behind the scenes on YouTube. So I have to fill out the description box. I have to put in my tags if I want to put it in a playlist, which typically I put them all in my grocery haul playlist. And then I have monetization, video elements, visibility, all the back end stuff to do. So it has been 1 hour. Again, the grocery hauls are the easiest. Typically, videos take me a little bit longer than that, but it took me 1 hour to edit the video, make the thumbnail, and then for the video to save onto my desktop. And now I'm gonna spend another maybe 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes, because again, the grocery hauls, I kind of know exactly what tags I'm using and all of that. Amazon Fresh is a little different because I haven't done an Amazon Fresh haul, so I'll be adding different tags to this one, but maybe another 25, 30 minutes. So an hour and a half is typical for my grocery haul, how much time it takes me to get it out to you guys. So another just little thing I have vidIQ up on here, and whenever I'm doing my tags, I just always try to be in the green. You can get a score up to 50. The checklist is always off. I don't know why. I do everything on the checklist, but it doesn't update it. But anyway, so I try to just get as close to 50 as possible because that just lets me know that my SEO score, I'm doing everything that I can for this video to get it out there for people to see it. I'm tagging it as correctly as I can. And all of that. I'm doing all the things that I should be doing for this video to do well on YouTube. Now, if that happens is, you know, yet to be seen with any video. Just because you have a really good score does not mean that your video is just going to take off. It really just depends on if people like it or not at the end of the day. So I do have a good score there, 43 out of 50. I've got it set to where when I press save, it's going to go public. I've got all my tags filled out, my description box and all of that. I used my notes so I didn't forget anything that I wanted to. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and save it, and that just automatically posts it to YouTube for you guys. Okay, so my video is done. I just kind of shared little bits and pieces, so I'm sorry if it's super choppy. I just get a lot of questions, so I thought I would share just like a few little things that I do when I edit. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know down below. I don't know if I should do like a one-off video on that, because that's just not something I typically share, but I have been getting a lot of questions lately on how I edit, what I use, how long it takes me, and all of that, but it really is different based on the video that I'm editing, because I'm not a channel that is like niched down into I'm only sharing one type of video. I do all sorts of content here. It's different for every video, so I figured I would just show you guys a grocery haul real quick because those are definitely the easiest. But now that my work for the day, I mean, I'm working all day long. I'm a mom. You guys know that if you're a mom, your work is never over, but my YouTube work is done. Now I'm in my garage because I'm going to give you guys just a little tour. I should have filmed it before. Mark and I were out here yesterday for 2 hours, I think. I'm really surprised it didn't take us longer than that, but we're nowhere near done. But let me show you guys. If you guys have seen my garage before, you should know that this looks so much different. So this cabinet and this fan, actually we might leave that fan out here, we'll see, but this little cabinet is about to leave. But here's our garage right now, and let me turn the corner here. There's Polly's kitty litter. Look how organized that is. So all of this was right here. Because we do want to, I mean, this is a really nice size garage. It's a 2-car, but with a tandem. So you technically could fit 3 cars in here if you wanted to, but we have a lot of stuff. So this is our house guest stuff right here. This is all of his stuff. And we moved our storage stuff down so it's much more contained now. We've got pretty much holiday stuff is what this is. So the majority is Christmas because I love Christmas. So all up there is Christmas, and then this whole shelf is Christmas as well. That's garland in that trash bag, and those are like non-breakable ornaments in that trash bag. And then I have ornament containers for the ones that are more fragile. Then we've got fall, like Thanksgiving and Halloween down there. We've got Valentine's Day in that one, and then this one is spring and Easter. We've got some like fun, like outdoor stuff right here. I've got my cooler and some chairs when we go to the pool. And then Mark kind of has miscellaneous things right here. And then we've got our trees, our 2 bigger trees, and then I picked up 2 small trees after Christmas last year on clearance that we'll be able to use for the first time this year. But we are looking to get another one of these. And then possibly when our house guest is out, I don't know if we'll put more of these over here, but I was also thinking of getting like the hanging ones and just having the hanging right here. So we still have all this space to walk. We do have a door from the garage into our backyard, so I don't know. But the garage is definitely a work in progress, but I did get a few people reach out to me on Instagram because I shared a picture of us doing a little bit of this organizing, and I had a couple people reach out and say, hey, are you filming that? Y'all did not want to see us. We were so sweaty and hot, and because there's so much stuff in here, I always get afraid when I'm doing projects like this that the camera's gonna get knocked down or something, and I'm probably just overly cautious, but I don't film things like that. I don't know. But I am gonna be filming a kitchen organization video if you guys are ready for some motivation in that aspect. But this is how it turned out. I absolutely love it. I think it looks really good. Again, I should have showed you guys what it looked like before, but just picture a hot mess like our garage normally is. And this just looks so much better. Definitely more put together and organized. I know where all of it is. And once we figure out exactly what we wanna do with out here, it'll look a lot better. As we make changes, I'll share little snippets, whether on Instagram or if I'm vlogging a certain day and I remember to bring you guys out into the garage, because we do have a few more changes that we're going to be doing. We just don't have a time stamp on those just yet. So that's our little change for now, but I feel like it makes such a huge difference. It definitely gives us more area out here, especially when the kids are outside playing and we wanna, I don't know, if we wanted to like sit out in the garage or something while the kids are outside playing with a sprinkler or something, we could stay out of the sun and still hang out with them and watch them play. So that's a little update on our garage. All right, guys, now we are moving into the kitchen, and just a little glimpse of real life. This thing is our drop zone, like our just catch-all.
It's better than it used to be our bedroom.
I know, it did used to be our bedroom when we lived in Boerne. But it's a pain. So it's definitely one of the things that eventually will change. Maybe if we make it lower, like a regular bar height, because this is definitely an extended, it's higher than normal. It won't be the catch-all, who knows. But this is what our kitchen looks like right now. I got a light I did not get it, Mark got it, for our pantry, because we just have a little like globe light in there right now, so hopefully this 2-foot light will give a little bit more lighting in there. And then I've already got some stuff set aside that we're taking to my parents. So this is one of Michael's girlfriend's little girl socks. She left them here, so I washed those. We'll return those. Some saltwater taffy I picked up from my mom from Trader Joe's. The 2 bags of chips. I'm gonna make some salsa. I'll share that with you guys. I also picked, my mom's making a no-bake cheesecake, and my kids aren't huge fans of that. So I got some little mini brownies for the younger kids that are gonna be there. And then I saw this at Target. And the only reason I ran into Target is because Mark and I were on our way to Trader Joe's and he forgot his mask. So if you guys don't know, Target has, at least the one closest to me, has a nice section of kid and adult masks, and I knew that they were there. So we stopped at Target, I ran in, I got the masks, and then I was like, you know what, if Trader Joe's doesn't have anything, which they didn't, not that I saw, I went ahead and got these, and then these are right next to this. So I came out of Target with the brownies, this little lightning blast kit for the kids to do, and then a package of adult masks and a package of kid masks. So that's my little mini Target haul. And the masks I would show to you guys, but they're in the wash right now. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna make a salsa to take to my parents also. And I have everything. I already had everything but the avocado. I bought the avocado to make a avocado caprese salad that I saw Rachel, the stay-at-home chef on Instagram. She has a YouTube channel as well. I'll link it down below. But she shared this caprese salad with avocado in it, and I was like, that looks so good. And I still have, I might send Mark to run back to Target to get some more cherry tomatoes because I didn't buy any this week. I completely forgot, and I only have like 15 sitting over there left because the kids just walk by and snack on them. So yeah, we might have to go run up and get some cherry tomatoes. Anyway, so I had the mozzarella pearls that I got in that 3-pack from Costco or Sam's, I forget which one. And I still have 2 packs of those. And then we typically have cherry tomatoes, and she added avocado and white balsamic vinegar. That way the mozzarella pearls don't turn brown by regular balsamic vinegar. And it just looked so good and yummy. So I think I'm gonna make that as well to take to my mom's or to my parents so we can all enjoy it. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me in the kitchen while we work on that for a little bit. Mark will probably help me with the salsa because I'm doubling it, and it's a lot of chopping and getting all that stuff nice and put together. So we're gonna go ahead and prep the salsa, and then I'm still gonna have to think about the salad, whether I wanna run into Target real quick or not. But the salsa we're for sure making. So let's go ahead and get that prepped. All right guys, so plug here for our cookbook. But this is a fun project that we worked on, and we learned a lot while doing it. So I have shared this salsa recipe. Look how dark this photo is, oh my gosh. I have shared this on YouTube before. It was one of my, I mean like years ago, towards the beginning of my channel. So don't make fun of me for that video. But I figured I would go ahead and share it here since it is on YouTube. There's the ingredients. I am doubling it. It makes a fairly good amount, but I'm telling you, you're gonna eat it all. It is so good. So, and it's just super easy. You just take the ingredient, mix it all together, and chill it in the fridge. So the flavors blend, and it is nice and yummy. So this is what Mark and I are about to whip up because of all the chopping, and I'm doubling it. Here's all the produce. So he's gonna help me so I'm not standing in here for like an hour. And it's gonna be so, so yummy, you guys. Seriously, my favorite, my go-to salsa recipe, for sure.
You can't turn the tide, let the water go where it wants to go. Yourself beneath the stones. Somebody told me don't pretend, 'cause everyone could use a friend sometimes. Take some good advice. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. How the wind makes way across the fields. Let me take a breath. Let me be a part of something real.
Okay, salsa is done, and I had a little leftover bag of chips, so I already tried it and it's yummy. Sometimes I do end up adding more garlic salt and chili powder than what I have in the cookbook. It just all depends on like how big your tomatoes are and all of that. The canola oil definitely helps. There's sometimes where I'm like, these tomatoes are so juicy, it does not need any canola oil, but it definitely helps. It gives it a little bit of that extra little flavor too. So this is gonna go in the refrigerator, and now I'm getting lunch ready. So the kids are gonna have some corn dogs. I'm gonna cut up some strawberries and probably slice a cucumber, and that's gonna be their lunch. Maybe a Danimals smoothie as well. And then I think Mark's gonna have a corn dog too, I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna have my gnocchi. with the gorgonzola cheese that I pick up from Trader Joe's. So, yum. Every time I go to Trader Joe's, I typically have this the very next day for lunch. And it's super yummy. So that is what we are going to do. And then I will check back in with you guys in a little bit after lunch. All right, my gnocchi, dirty Coke, and NCIS is what we're doing for lunch today. All right guys, hour 1 episode is over, and I wanted to say, I used a coconut syrup from Jordan Skinny Syrups instead of creamer. I got the idea from Madison, my friend Madison. She sent me a text and she was like, hey, I found this coconut syrup because I have a hard time finding the coconut creamer and sugar free. And I really like to limit my sugar as much as possible. So she suggested the coconut syrup. It tastes so much better than the creamer. Like, it's just a stronger coconut taste, flavor. So definitely for the win. So I'm going to, actually did 2 grocery hauls this week, and I did not put them together because, again, I'm trying not to have super long videos. This one's probably gonna be super long because it's a vlog, but my other videos, I'm trying to cut back on how long they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the office and edit that video so that can post tomorrow as a bonus grocery haul. And while I'm doing that, Mark is starting on his little honey to-do list. And first up is the light in the pantry. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what we have in here now. It's gonna be bright. So we've got that one light, and I'm hoping, I mean, it's plenty bright enough for right here. I don't even have the kitchen lights on. See, now it's really nice. It's just back there that it's dark. So I don't know if having the longer one is going to help back there, but at least it'll put a little bit more light over here and it'll look a little nicer. I'm not a fan of the dome lights like that. So he's gonna work on that light while I edit the grocery haul and get that scheduled to go up tomorrow, since we are gonna be at my parents' house pretty late tonight. Probably sleep in a little bit tomorrow, and that way I don't have to worry about editing and posting a video tomorrow. I can like take the day off of actually working on YouTube stuff and do other things around the house, hang out with the kids, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get these next few things done, and then it's gonna be almost time to head to my parents' house. All right, you guys, it is 3:16 and I have my video scheduled. I didn't even plan to spend $180 at each store, but that's what happened. So $180 Amazon Fresh, $180, and it was like $181 and $184, but I just put $180. So I've got my Trader Joe's haul scheduled to go out tomorrow, so I don't have to do anything. I already did all the back end stuff, and now I'm going to show you guys the light in the pantry. All right, let me turn the light on. Oh wow, so the kitchen lights are off behind me, and I don't know if you can hear Buford drinking water, but look how bright it is. Let me turn the kitchen lights on. Not that much of a difference, but there was definitely a difference in the light that we had in here before. So look at that. Awesome. Let's see how it, oh yeah, it definitely puts more light back there. Yay, that's exciting. So the only thing is we've been doing all these changes and stuff, but we haven't been, you guys can't see it, we haven't been updating, like when you take something off the wall, it leaves either a hole or whoever painted the house. I mean, obviously they didn't take down the ceiling fans and the lights and stuff and paint it before they put them back up. They just painted around it. Well, as we're replacing lights, there's still the original wall color. I don't know if you guys can see it with the light off either. Oh, you can see it a little bit. So there's a hole there. So we're gonna have to figure that out, what we're gonna do with that. But I told them just leave the light up. And then they painted the whole house gray, and you can see it was like a light, like a beigey tan color before they painted it, the previous owners. So every time we take something off the wall, there's that. I have a lot of which I'm hoping I can do this week. I have some spackle to fill all the holes, and then I don't have the gray paint color, but I do have the white for the ceiling and things like that for me to touch up that paint. And I'm gonna have to find something, because I don't know what this color is because we didn't paint it. So I'm gonna have to find something to take in and try to color match this, and that way I can fix all those other colors. And now Rose really needs my attention. It's snack time. What are you gonna have for snack? You're gonna have some cheese puffs. So normally around 3 o'clock is when the kids get like an afternoon snack. So let me go ahead and get her set up. And then I'm gonna do some cleaning and bring you guys along with me. All right guys, so I came in here to make the bed, dust, and vacuum because the dogs are definitely going to be freaking out a little bit. And by dogs, I really just mean Buford, because our dog Bella is almost 100% deaf. I would say like maybe 90, maybe, I don't know, but she's pretty deaf. She doesn't hear very well at all. So the fireworks do not bug her for today, but my dog Buford, he gets a little freaked out. So we always keep him in the bedroom so he's not running around or anything like that. He feels a little safe and contained. So I know he's gonna jump on the bed. So I was like, we need to make the bed. But speaking of making the beds, my husband went ahead and did it for me. So I'm not gonna film me making the bed, but I wanted to ask you guys, do you make your bed? So I make my bed probably 5 days out of the week. Normally on the weekends is when I don't. I make my bed Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we either sleep in and we just get up and get right at it, or we have lazy days on the weekends and I just don't make the bed. My question to you is if you make it, because who just shared it? I think it was Mindy from the Binghams. She just shared pretty much the same thing. She was asking everybody who made their beds and who didn't. And she said the reason why she doesn't is she read an article and then she shared part of it saying that you shouldn't make your bed in the morning. You should leave it unmade, and that way the sun, the natural sunlight and all that kills the dust mites. Because if you make your bed, you trap all those dust mites and dead skin cells and all of that under your sheets, and they're just there waiting for you. And I was like, that's gross. So now I'm like, maybe I shouldn't make my bed then, or like leave it unmade, actually pull all the sheets and blankets down until maybe after lunch, leave the blinds open, let the sun just kill all those dust mites and nasty bed bugs and stuff. I don't know. I want to know what you guys do. Do you make your bed? Do you not? Have you read that article? Because now I'm thinking I am not going to make my bed first thing in the morning anymore, because I don't want those nasty things that you can't see there when I get into bed at night. So the bed is already made. Yay. It's been unmade all day though. And like I said, it's just a little bit after 3, but I do need to dust and vacuum.
Someone said it's better when you hold on to a helping hand. Sometimes we could all use a friend. Don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces. Hey, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. Waiting down the line. So don't let your fear decide. That's how you break inside. You don't need to worry. Somebody's waiting down the line to pick up the pieces.
All right, a bedroom is nice and clean and vacuumed for the dogs to shed some more and get more hair in here. Anyway, so I have gotten a couple questions with the past like 2 or 3 videos that I've shared where I'm cleaning the room. You guys have noticed these little machines. There's one sitting there. I guess you guys actually noticed that one more. And I get questions about Mark's clock there. And then my machine is actually sitting over here. Oh, this is a carbon monoxide detector. We had somebody over here checking on our AC, and he made a comment asking if we had one of these, and we said yes. All of our like fire detectors, smoke alarms, whatever in the house have it. They're the dual ones. And he was like, well, you should have one low in your bedroom, and that way you are notified right away. So we did get just a plug-in one, which these ones are a little bit more expensive than the battery ones, but I just figured that was a little nicer to have. So we've got that in there just in case, but this down here is actually Mark's Father's Day present. And I teased him and I was like, it's Father's Day, birthday, and Christmas, because they're pretty pricey, but oh my goodness, it has definitely changed our sleeping habits. So this is from Chili. I will have it linked down below. It's a Chili pad. We have it, it's like a mattress pad, but you can change the temp. So it's one king size, but Mark has his own control for his size. He can get it down to, I think you can get it down to 55 degrees. I'm gonna have to ask Mark, he's coming this way. Hey, is 55 the lowest?
Every once in a while I go down to like 53.
Yeah, oh, mine has said 54 before. So you can get it really, really low if you're like a night sweater. I'm telling you, like, Mark's all sweaty right now because he's been outside and stuff. Oh no, that's not sweat. That's water.
But I have this on because I was sweating.
Yeah,
so
he's been working outside. But why did you want one of these?
Why did I want one?
Yeah.
So I like it cold in here.
Yeah, and because you get hot at night. I mean, you're a night sweater.
I get hot at night.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But would you buy this again with how much it was?
Yeah.
Be truthful.
I would. I mean,
okay.
Part of it was that it was hotter in here.
Right, our room gets pretty hot.
Yeah, but yeah, I would totally buy it again.
Yeah.
It's
so
nice to jump in and it's like 55 degrees.
Yeah, it is nice. Now there's some times where that's too cold for me, but that's why I love that I have my own. So I normally put mine on 65. That's like my sweet number, and he has his like as low as you can go. He wants his nice and cold, but that's what this is. This is the machine that runs, and it does have a silent mode, and I mean, it's like a low fan. It's not loud at all. And then you guys always ask me about this. This is Mark's like wake up light alarm. So instead of an alarm going beep, beep, beep when you have to get up, because Mark does have to get up kind of early in the morning to leave the house, whereas the rest of us get to enjoy staying home. And I work from home, so I kind of make my own hours. I get to sleep in. So he has this, and it's just a light that starts off pretty dim, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter and wakes you up. Do you think that that works?
It works as a wake up light, but it is not a get your butt out of bed light. So it'll wake you up for sure.
But you go back to sleep.
But I turn it off.
Yeah.
And I go back to sleep for a little bit longer, but yeah, it'll wake you up.
Yeah, it has woken me up before, and I will just have to, especially if I'm like only really if I'm facing this way. So it reaches across the whole bed and it's shining in my face and it wakes me up. I just roll over and I go back to bed. And Mark has this set for way sooner than he actually needs to get up. So he gets that, wakes him up, and then he just goes back to sleep until he keeps his phone in the bathroom. And when that alarm goes off, that's when he gets out of bed. But the whole purpose is if you don't like an alarm, and if you're good about getting out of bed when it wakes you up instead of falling back asleep, this works pretty good. So that's what that is. I always get questions on his little clock there, but it's a wake up clock. It's just a light. It doesn't have an alarm or anything like that. And then that is our Chili pad. So the prices range. There's all sorts of different things. It depends on what kind of mattress you have or what kind of pad you want. There's different versions and things like that. So I'll leave the website down below. I'm not affiliated, not sponsored, anything like that. I just get questions, so I thought I would answer, but that was Mark's Father's Day gift. He has been asking for it for 2 years maybe, and it's just something that, I mean, Mark being an accountant, he never likes to spend money at all. Like, that's my job. I'm the one who spends the money in the house, especially on things that are over, you know, that are several $100s and more. So I knew that he really wanted this, but he would never bite the bullet and buy it for himself. So I bought it for him. And at first he was like, I can't believe you did that. And then he was like, thank you. So it's just one of those things. So I got that for him. All right, we have about 30 minutes until we are going to leave. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everybody ready, get bathing suits. I already fed the dogs. Normally they don't eat until later, but since we're gonna be gone, I wanted to feed them early. That way they had the time to go potty, and then they're gonna be in the bedroom until we get home, just so they feel kind of safe and don't have the run of the whole house with people putting off fireworks and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go to my parents' house for some fun in the sun and in the pool.
Hold on when you need a friend, I'll never let you go again. Reach out when your mind's uneasy, 'cause I'll understand. Hold
Okay guys, we have been here for a little while. I am bringing out towels, but as I was walking out, can you guys see? Oh, I should have wore sunglasses. The big walking stick up here.
That's cute.
It is. Look at that walking stick just hanging. So,
Oh my gosh. That's touch me.
you having a good time? Be careful. Mark loves being in the pool. I rarely get in the pool these days. I don't know why. I haven't been in the pool in a while. Hi! You saying hi? Are you gonna? I'll tell you what though. If you guys have little kids and you can invest in swim lessons, this is the best thing we ever did for these kids. Them being able to just be in the pool. Good job! And swim by themselves. Look at her.
You swim all the way from the end.
Wow. Good job, Rose.
No, baby! Baby!
Your baby? She your baby?
Get out of here!
Woo!
You did so much belly flop.
Oh, cool.
Did you see me?
I did. I showed the camera too.
Inside, now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it.
Hey guys, I wasn't joking about the salsa. You saw how full it was. Now there's still plenty left, which is a good thing because we want to take some home, but there's a good old dent in there. Okay you guys, it is 8 o'clock. The sun is slowly making its way down. All the kids are back in the pool, and I wanted to show you guys before it got too dark the fireworks that we bought. Not too many this year. We got a bunch of like the bigger ones. So this one has 36 shots in it, and I'll try to get that later tonight also, some of the fireworks. This one has 42. This one has 14. And then I already showed you guys this thing that I picked up from Target for the kids to just play with. These are little starters for the big ones. And then I think my dad got sparklers, like colored sparklers for the kids. And then I forget what these are called. What are they called? I don't remember. But I will try to get a little bit of video of the kids doing those and then showing you guys these bigger boxes going off once the sun completely goes down and it is nice and dark in here. That is definitely one pro to living out in the hill country. We can do fireworks out here.
In your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
Alright guys, so Bryce is going to do a Roman candle, but I will not have the sound effect on here because I know that that's not the best for some people. So we're just going to show you guys.
When I wanna cry in a world
guys, it is 11:35. We walked in the house probably like 5 minutes ago. The kids are getting ready for bed, brushing teeth, all that good stuff. And then we'll go upstairs, give hugs and kisses, and do a shorter version of our nighttime routine. But I checked my P.O. box heading into Boerne and then going to my parents' house. I definitely need to transfer my P.O. box to somewhere closer, like a San Antonio P.O. box, because I don't check my Boerne one, because we used to live in Boerne, as often, because it's like a 40-minute drive. So I just don't go that way often enough. So I wanted to thank you, Tony, so much. This is so cute. I love it. The little lemons, and I love the teal on it. So she sent me a face mask. You guys can see here, I know it's kind of dark, but thank you so much. That was really sweet of you to do that and think of me and make that for me. So I think she has a YouTube channel, so I will look that up and link it down below. But again, just another thank you. I really appreciate you thinking of me and making me a face mask so I can stay safe whenever I am outside of the house. But I think that is going to be it. I'm going to call it a night. I am super tired, so as soon as I finish getting the kiddos in bed, I am going to go to bed as well. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Just a little bit of work, a little bit of making some food and cleaning, and then hanging out with family and having a good time. I hope you guys had a safe weekend. I don't think I'm posting this until maybe a week after. We'll see if I can sneak it in, if I move another video or something, and you guys are seeing this the week after the July 4th weekend. So if you guys enjoyed this, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you join our community here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.